Hello friends, Iceberg with Dillon Brothers Indian, and today I am excited to take you through a walkthrough of the all-new 2019 Indian Roadmaster Elite. Let's start with the engine on this Roadmaster Elite, where you have the 111 cubic inch Thunderstroke engine. I have to tell you that part of the privilege of working for a multi-line dealership is that I get to take pretty much almost every make and brand of motorcycle under the sun out for a test ride. And I have to tell you that these 111 Thunderstroke engines are personally one of my favorites to ride. The power delivery is just absolutely jaw-dropping. It is an incredibly smooth engine, and you really do have a power band through all 6 gears on this bike. So, you know, whether you're just kind of romping around in second, third gear in town, or if you're full blown out on the interstate and need to rip past a semi, this thing and this engine give you all that power you could ever want. Let's move up front on the Roadmaster Elite, where you have the 16-inch 130 front tire on there, and then it is housed in that very classic and traditional wraparound Indian fairing with the iconic war bonnet emblem up on the front. I really love that war bonnet. I think it's just a touch on the motorcycle that really kind of sets it off. I just love the design, and then also as an added nice piece of chrome around the side, giving you kind of a chrome bumper, protecting that front fender from any kind of little front impact or around on the sides. Just a beautiful, beautiful front end by Indian. Continuing and sticking with the front end on this Roadmaster Elite, where you have the very nice wraparound fairing with the mid-size windshield on here. This is really going to push the air up and over you, really help with that head buffering, because there's just nothing worse than being blasting down the interstate and having your head cranked back the whole time. I really like the design on this fairing, and then of course, housing inside of the fairing is the world's largest 7-inch LCD screen on a motorcycle. This is all touch, so if you're wearing gloves or not, it's going to completely respond. This is called the Ride Command. This thing is fully loaded. It will pretty much do everything for you but cook you breakfast the next morning. I actually need to do just a full walkthrough tutorial alone on the Ride Command system itself, because there's just too much to go over with it. But just know that this thing, you can sync your phone Bluetooth, all your contacts will go to it. The Ride Command will tell you if your front tire is low tire pressure. Just an incredible system that I will get around to doing a full walkthrough tutorial on that as well. But coming through the Ride Command Center is the 600-watt stereo system on this Roadmaster Elite. That's a loud system. You can pretty much pull up to any bike night and run the entire party from your motorcycle in the parking lot. Moving to the gas tank on the Roadmaster Elite, where you have the 5.5 gallon Touring gas tank. This is going to give you tons of miles under your belt before you're even having to worry about fueling up. Speaking about putting tons of miles on this bike, let's talk about the seat on here. This is hands down not only one of the best looking seats on a motorcycle, but just complete comfort across the board. This is genuine leather. You have the hand stitching running throughout, which just adds to the entire element of the bike. And for your passenger, complete, just beautiful backrest for them. Once again, all leather, hand stitched, and you also have the all leather, hand stitched armrest back here for your passenger as well. These seats are incredibly comfortable, and the other bonus on top of that is they are also heated for rider and passenger. So if you get caught out in those cooler days, you're still going to stay nice and warm on this motorcycle. Let's talk storage on the Roadmaster Elite, where you have 37 gallons worth of storage on this motorcycle. So if your wife packs like mine, you are still going to be able to make it down the road and have plenty of space for even maybe a little bit of your stuff as well. So yes, the Tour Pack is enormous. You are going to be able to fit in at least 2 full-size helmets in here. You do also have the full saddlebags on the back as well. All of these are weatherproof, so if you get caught out in the elements, you get caught out in the rain, all of your stuff is going to stay nice, safe, and dry in these packs. Chrome lovers, this Roadmaster Elite absolutely has you covered. From the billet cut chromed mirrors to the billet cut inserts on the floorboards for rider and passenger, running down through the entire chromed out engine and chromed out exhaust. You have the beautiful chrome bumpers on the front and the rear, and you do also have the nice chrome rack on the back end here. Just this thing, I have to tell you, there's so much chrome on this motorcycle that I actually wanted to film this bike outside in the sunlight, and the sunlight was beaming off the chrome and the flake so much in this bike that my camera couldn't focus, and that's why we're doing it inside. Last but not least, let's talk about the amazing paint job on this motorcycle. This is the Wildfire Candy Red over the Thunder Black Crystal. This is hands down one of the most beautiful paint jobs I have ever seen on a motorcycle. The way the flake comes through all the red, just multiple colors kind of dancing off of it. I'm going to take the camera over it so you can really get a nice shot of all that flake in the red there. And then something that I think is a true standout on this motorcycle, and that I have to tip my hat to Indian for doing, is going back to some old school ways and doing 24 karat gold leaf pressed in onto the logo, onto the badge. When you go over it, and I'll take the camera over it so you can get a real nice up close look, you can see where the brush strokes were done with the twirl, the old school style, kind of put the scaling in on the gold flake, and then everything cleared over. Just going with that candy red and against the black with that gold leaf, I truly feel was just such a top-notch job by Indian. As I said, hats off to that, because you just don't see large corporations and large motorcycle manufacturers going back to the old school ways with putting gold leaf in their motorcycles. So that's a huge thing for me. I really, really love that they did that. And if you are local in Omaha, Nebraska, and would like to come see this Roadmaster Elite up close and personal, please stop out at Dillon Brothers Indian today. Come throw a leg over it. I am pretty sure it will put a smile on your face. And another note is that these bikes are extremely rare, so we are really happy to have one at our dealership. Only 200 of these Elites in this color are being manufactured. So to have one on our showroom floor is huge for us. And with that being said, if you are watching this video via YouTube and are interested in this motorcycle, for an average cost of around $600, this being a larger bike, it's probably going to run a little bit more, but we can ship this motorcycle from our door to your door. And as always, from the entire Dillon Brothers Indian family, thank you so much for checking out our videos, and always remember, gear up, ride safe. Thanks a lot.